event and social gathering. I'm here with Delia. Say hi, Delia.
Hello.
And we're meeting a bunch of women. I'm going to turn this around, and it's lots and lots of women socializing. And we get our pictures taken. And we have Jennifer somewhere here who's hosting an event. This is a great way to celebrate International Women's Day. So more to come, and let's see how today goes. 2026.
Single day, every single moment, and being in this room, women supporting other women. This is where we start. This is where we create the change that we want to see every single day. So thank you to everybody here. I have some of my favorite mentors from when I began to new mentors that I meet every single day. I'm going to start with just a couple of housekeeping items. We're going to keep things very, very, very tight. Which is really weird because I'm a Libra and I'm a lot loosey-goosey. So this is unusual for me even as well.
Aw.
Felt like walking towards something. And there was a lot of fear in that, but when I look back, what I gained was ownership of my impact and ownership of my time. Especially the impact that I wanted to have in my son's life. I wanted to have the freedom to be the best mom that I could ever be, all while figuring out what career I was going to be in that aligned with my values.
You're going to go to that next level for anybody. Just like when I look back to even my time in Treb, it was wonderful, and I'm grateful for all of the things that we were able to do in one of the hardest years ever, which was the pandemic. And being able to still make sure that you guys were essential, being able to support the industry, and then of course looking at it, support your own business, putting everything else aside because you're always putting everybody first, which is natural because that's who we are as women.
Say things, but I think from my own self looking in, I think if you lead with your heart and show up for yourself every day and do the same thing, success happens. I also think that things that happen in our life build us for being resilient in this business, because you need to be. And I was always a leader in my other career, and I felt it was something that was so important to me to look beyond just being in the top 10 or whatever those awards are, but to give back something greater than just being, that girl or that agent. So I did build a team during COVID. It was a very tumultuous time, as we all know. We worked really hard and under really hard circumstances. And although I love those women and we're still close, neither of them work on my team anymore. I really had to do some self-reflection. Was I really ready for that? And I took some time to work on myself. I had a mentor, Rich Robbins, and I'm sure most of you know who Richard is, but we've been really working closely. And I know I have something bigger and better to give back, a calling.
Believe it or not, for RE/MAX Canada, I'm going to do a session right after with all the owners, which is why we're rolling fast today, because I've got to take it 18 steps down. Can't be this wrong. Anyway, one of the, that will not work. I would say, one of the things that I believe in is I've always known deep down inside that you've got to prove yourself sometimes, right? I built the #1 real estate office in Canada and the United States for production. And how did I build that? I believed in myself, but I went and I found an office and I said, okay, let's do this. I reverse engineered the math and I said, I believe in myself, and I worked for free for that individual. For over a year to 2 years, I worked for free, and I gave everything I had from the inside out, and I said, there's no plan B, none whatsoever. I was going in on it, and I was building #1 office in the world for production. I knew if I did that, who else is going to do it? It's never been done in Canada before, so I'm like, perfect, I'm like, done. So I was like, but I believe in myself, and I do it. I knew I was going to get to the Ironman, and I knew I was going to be one of the only Canadians who was going to do crazy shit to get there, and I was like, I'm just going to do it, because there is no plan B in my life. And I think when you remove plan B from where you want to go, then it opens up the world to you. Many people will have a backup plan, and when you have a backup plan, it's 96% less that you're going to hit the first plan. That's how big it is. So you have to kind of do what I did, which is to build that confidence to do that, you've got to say, if you have a vision or a goal, what would it look like if you wouldn't accept failure? Take away the backup plan. Take away a spouse that can afford something. Take away, the vacations. Take away everything and say, if I choose to go from here to here and I want to do something, what would it look like and who do I have to be if I had no backup plan? And that's how I live every single day. That's how I get kicked every day. That's how I survive every day. That's how I build great things every day. It's funny, I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it because we're being a little real. Nobody's allowed repeating it. But I worked for the #1 team in Canada for 2 years to get them through all the hardest years and get them to the top. So I did. And then a female team approached me and said, we want to get to the top. And I said, okay, let's do it. And so and it's great because I have a great relationship with all these teams, but I got her to the top. And I was like, and we did it. And it was like, and how do you do that? You do it by saying there is no plan B. I will get everybody to where you need to get to. You got to believe in your vision. If you want to get somewhere, take away that backup plan, and you will see that you are freaking limitless in what you can actually do.
Women work, women shine, dream so big, stand so high. Every voice, loud and strong, we can change the world, come along. We are brave, we are free, we can be what we want to be. Step by step, on our way, getting stronger. She can teach